And welcome back to the Crochet Crowd. We're going to do some extreme crochet. First thing you're going to need to know is that there's actually different size hooks on the actual marketplace. In actual fact, the blue one's slightly bigger than the small one is an O, and then we have a P here. So it actually has different sizes, but the lengths also are quite significantly different. This is an 8.5 inch and this one is 6.5. I found for myself is that the longer the better. Because I find your hand is kind of like covering nearly the entire hook, and because you're using so much more yarn and the weight, it actually is better if your hand can be further back from the hook. So that is the first thing that you need to determine. The second thing you need to determine is your yarn. Now there's going to be a lot of yarn flying through your hand, and if the stuff is abrasive in any way, it's actually going to irritate the top of your hand when it's going across. So I actually purposely chose, and because I had it in stock, is that the Softy Chunky was so very soft so that it's just amazing to go through your hands. So that's the first thing you need to determine. The second thing you need to do is to make sure that it actually is feeding out from the end. You're going to go through a lot of yarn really quickly. So to actually have it coming from the outside, you're going to be forever untwisting it, and it's better if it comes from the inside. Okay, so off camera I have all the balls here. There's actually 5. There's 2 that I'm actually using down, and then what you want to determine is that all the yarn is coming from the same direction and then just all lining up to your hand. So let's move back here to the main screen here and put it back into our hand. And so basically I just had all the strings coming closely together, and now we're going to start to do our slip knot. And basically everything is just extreme in size, so you want to make sure that you're not looking at this as 5 strings. I want you to look at it, and if it helps you right off the very bat, just kind of spin it and see that it's kind of like a cord instead of an actual 5 strings. So just wrap it around your finger twice, just like so. This is a regular slip knot that I do, holding it with your nasty finger and your thumb and taking the back. So grab the whole chunk, okay, and then put it down, and then grab the next section and come up and over. It's actually a lot easier to extreme crochet than it may appear here on the screen. So there is your massive slip knot, and we want to now shove in your hook. And so let's begin to do the chain. So here's where we're going to start. So you now want to put the yarn into your hand just like you normally would. So if it was just 1 string, it would look normal. And now basically we are going to be starting to do a chain. So again, just reaching, okay, and pulling it forward. Sorry, just pulling it forward, just like so. Isn't that hard? So you end up with a really nice thick chain that almost is like a rope. Okay. And basically you just got to watch to make sure that every string is coming on properly. Sometimes the strings can actually get tangled and grab another part of the string, like it's like folded and stuff. So you want to make sure that all your strings are coming to the hook properly. And after you get using your balls quite frequently, you'll notice that all the yarn is coming directly from the ball right to your hand anyway, so you don't need to worry about that. So that's beginning to do the chain. So that just is an extreme version of a normal chain of size. So let's begin to single crochet ourselves back across.